I am opening back up my EU shipping.
It has little wheels that spin.
I'm feeling good about this one. I think we're gonna be good.
I feel like I've ticked all the boxes that I can tick.
In the first 7 minutes, I've made £1,000.
Guys, welcome back to another studio vlog. It's been a while. I won't lie, I have been pretty ill. I'm still ill. I'm 2 weeks into an illness now. I just still feel rotten, but every day I'm getting up, I'm having a shower, I'm trying to wish it away. And I thought, let's start the vlog, maybe that will help. So don't mind me. I've got a really sore nose, I've got sore lips, I'm just sore. But I'm in good spirits and I'm here. How are you all? Are you good? I hope so. It's another Pinchanted launch vlog. I think the last one was a Pinchanted launch vlog. Maybe I am just going to be a monthly vlogger. Maybe that's what I'm meant to do. Anyway, I'm still putting stuff up, so I think that's a win. I haven't just disappeared, have I? I would like to... Do I want to go back to weekly vlogging? Let me know if you watch this and you are a weekly vlogger. Firstly, like, let the comments know. Feel free to tag your channel. Are you a weekly vlogger? A fortnightly vlogger? A monthly vlogger? An every 6 month vlogger? Let me know. I'm not actually going to film much today because it's 2:30 now, so I'm going to have to go and do the school run. However, my next Pinchanted pin has arrived. I want to film a video for Patreon, but I want to open it with you first. I want to open it with you, but then show my patrons first, if that makes sense. I feel like that's a nice balance. So, the next pin is here. So, let's crack into this bad boy. I have seen a picture, and I know I say it every month, but this one might just go to the top of being my favourite. Oh my days. That is exciting. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's bloody nerve-wracking this every single time I do it. Oh, I love it. So before I show you, this pin has been on the cards for ages. It was inevitable. I was going to do a fairy tale carriage. You think fairy tale carriage, you do think Cinderella, don't you? But I didn't want to do the kind of pumpkin route. I wanted to do an actual carriage, and it was watching Bridgerton actually that made me be like, oh, we need to do a carriage. Shout out to Penelope and Colin, if you know, you know. So I was drawing it or designing it. It was looking nice, but I was like, it's missing the Pinchanted sparkle. I feel like Pinchanted pins, yes, they're big pins, they're not dainty little things, they have extra magic to them, and this pin was missing that. So this is our carriage. She is lilac and glittery and gorgeous, but can you see the magic at the front? It has little wheels that spin. Oh my god, is this going to be my new fidget spinner? Potentially could be. So yeah, so I just thought, can we do a kind of spinning... I've never done a spinning pin, never. Of all the pins I've done hinged pins, I've done pins on pins, I've done all sorts of stuff. I've done hanging pins, I've done chains. I've never done a spinning pin. And I feel like that might just be the perfect way to do it for Pinchanted. Now obviously there's a quote on it, as there always is, and this one is, enjoy the journey, trust the process. I wanted a pin that is very much this idea of not focusing on like the end goal, but more the journey it takes to get to that end goal. And I thought that was perfect for a little carriage pin, and it's got a little, like, so you can see through, like you can see me through it. Hi. I just love it. I think she's adorable. I want her to be real. I want a carriage for real. She's stunning. I'm thrilled. Today is the 26th of June. It's arrived in plenty of time, which I'm thrilled about. I actually didn't think it would arrive in time, but I messaged my manufacturers and I was like, guys, I need you to help me with this. They know this project. They know the kind of what I do, and they were like, yep, leave it with us, we will have it with you. And literally 2 days ago they messaged and they were like, yep, we've sent them already, they're on the way. We are done. So I'm so grateful to them for I just felt like they had my back on this project, like they want it to succeed as much as I do, and it's here, the pin is here. The backing card is ordered. So today's Thursday, the 1st is Tuesday, I believe. So I've got plenty of days to like get sorted. So I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled. So I'm gonna disappear now for a couple of days. I'm in my office job tomorrow, and that's Friday. And then I'll have the weekend. So I'll probably be back with you on Monday, and Monday will be a day of kind of getting ready. Just getting ready, doing all the things. I'll give you an update on what else is happening, because I know in the last video I talked about cancelling my Kickstarter. I can tell you now that all the products, the planner stickers, the washi tapes, all the things I was going to do in a Kickstarter are in production. So those are coming in July. I will tell you all about that. And hopefully I feel a bit better. I'll see you soon. Oh hi, happy Monday. How are we? I feel so much better. My voice is still a bit iffy, but no more tissues. Hang on, let me shut this before it annoys me. It's Monday morning. Today I think is supposed to be the hottest day of the year so far. I'm alright right now, it's 10 to 10. But give me a few hours, I think I'm going to be a sweaty mess. So I have ice cold water. We're going to stay hydrated. I'm in such a good mood. I'm excited. I'm feeling like I've got butterflies, and I'll tell you why. Because this vlog is about to do a complete detour, a change. I am opening back up my EU shipping. So if you don't know, back in December of last year, over 6 months ago, new sort of regulations came in to be able to ship to the EU and Northern Ireland. You need to be compliant. There's so many people that can explain this better, but GPSR is this system that came into place. And listen, people in my comments are going to be bashing it and saying that it's horrendous for small businesses. I completely agree. So I'm not here saying that I agree with it. I'm glad it's come in. I think it needs to come in. However, I think us micro businesses should be, I don't know, given exemption. Or I feel like everyone has had to just stop posting to the EU, and it's crap. I was very overwhelmed at Christmas. I decided to just turn off the shipping. However, I was launching this new project. Pinchanted was launching, and it made me really sad that my customers in the EU and Northern Ireland wouldn't be able to take part in Pinchanted. I've been putting off doing it. I got a quote back in January to have, so basically there's loads of different layers to this GPSR. I don't even know if that's the right way of the letters. I think it is. But basically, you just have to prove that your products that you're selling and putting on the marketplace for EU customers are safe, and that you have systems in place that if something went wrong, if one of your customers, I don't know, has an accident or falls ill or does something with your product, that you can trace that product, you know, you can recall it, you can, all of the things. And you need to have systems in place. But you also need a responsible person in the EU who can kind of have a copy of these technical files, risk assessments, things like that. And that's kind of where the cost is, because you need to find a company and pay them to be that person for you. So if you've got a friend who lives in the EU who's willing to do that for you, there's probably cheaper ways you could do it. Anyway, I got a quote back in January, did nothing with it, because I just thought, I don't have the time to sort this. However, every time a pin goes on sale on the 1st, I get an influx of messages from my EU customers to say, can you ship to me yet? And I have to say, no, I'm really sorry. And for 6 months, I've been saying, I'll do it next month, I'll do it next month. And this weekend I sat down and I thought, I need to stop procrastinating, pull my finger out and get it done. I started it last night, so I paid the company. And what I will say now is there are so many companies. I am going to leave the company I've used in the links below. They've given me a referral code. I will tell you at the end of this video my feedback on them, because right now I'm still in the process of doing it. And obviously you've got the referral link if you want to use them. But this is not sponsored by them. Right now I think they're great. They've been great so far. But yeah,
I'm going to chat about that at the end of the video. So please stick around to see my thoughts and my tips and things like that. So I paid yesterday they instantly sent me all the documents I need, like instantly. They sent me a certificate to say that they are my responsible person and that like I can ship to the EU. They sent me so many PDFs, like showing me how to label my products, showing me how to get sorted and like everything I need in the step-by-step guide, which has been great. And then they've also sent me a spreadsheet that I have to fill in for all my products. Basically, I have to put like the materials that are used, any like sort of warning labels I need to put on them, all of that stuff. So I have been working on this. I worked on it up until midnight last night and I'm pretty much done. So today I am going to get completely finished. I'm going to send it to them to check it's all okay. And I am going to open up EU shipping today, hopefully today. And that means that when the pin goes on sale tomorrow, it is open to everybody worldwide. And that has got me so excited, the thought of doing that. Also, 2 months ago, I spent over £1,000 on getting a couple of each Pinchanted pin in stock so that when this day came, I could open up the vault for my EU customers and they could shop every pin so far. They are all on the shelf, like they're sat there and they could potentially go on sale today. So yeah, I'm excited. It's crap. I don't want to do it. I wish I didn't have to do it. But what I've realised, and again, I'll chat about this at the end of the video, there's a lot of fear mongering being put out there of what you need to do. And actually when you speak to the experts who this is what they do, they've told me like, for example, you can group products together. So you can, so like my enamel pins, they're all the same. They're all the same material. They're all the same warning label that needs to be on them, you know, that it's not a toy, it's not suitable for under 3, you know. So I can just sort of group them together as one thing. One thing that has been kind of a biggish job, but in theory not that big, is you have to make batches, batch numbers. So all I would say to you, if the thought of this scares you, and maybe it's different for me because I manufacture every product. I don't sit and hand make things. So I can only give advice to people that are similar to me, where you bring pins in, you bring in, you know, bookmarks in, or you order your stickers online. You just need to kind of keep a spreadsheet of those products and create batch numbers. So batch numbers for me are going to be kind of the date that I ordered them. That's going to be the batch number. I'll chat about it at the end because I've had to do some coding on Shopify, like it's not been easy. I'll chat about it briefly at the end. If you have any questions, ask them in this video and maybe I'll do a separate video chatting about it and like my tips for you on how to get set up. So I've set myself a little to-do list of what I need to do today. So my spreadsheet's all ready to go. I need to create a label that's going to go on my packaging. One of the misconceptions of this is that people think that every product needs to be labelled. Again, this is just advice that's been given to me from the company I'm using. I'm going to label up the packaging to have on my responsible person's address and my address. Well, it's not going to be my address, it's going to be my registered business address, which is a different address, not my address. That's going to go on my packaging, and that's just for EU boxes. All right, I'm not adding this to every box. If I get an EU parcel, I will just add on this extra sticker. So I'm going to, right now I've only got lilac stickers, so I'm going to print it on there, but I am going to get some nice white ones, and I'm just going to print off a load of them, have them on my packing table, so if an EU order comes in, I will just take one from here and put it on the package. So that's one of the big things, is having a label on the package with my responsible person and my address on it. So that's one of the big things. In terms of the label on the products, you just kind of need to show the SKU number, the batch number of the product, and any like warnings or anything like that. However, the email that came through, in the documents that I got, The label says here, ensure the information easily visible for consumers. The label can be provided on its packaging or an accompanying document. So I've decided that on my pack, like inside the package, I'm going to add the kind of packing slip invoice, and that will have on it the batch number, the SKU number, the responsible person, all the information, and that will go in there. Because I'm not going to make packaging for stickers and bookmarks just to add this label. It seems ridiculous to add extra packaging for it. So I've read the guidance there and it's absolutely fine. They've told me I can add it to a packing slip. Now that's not as easy to do on Shopify. I've had to do some coding, bring out my coding skills from 10 years ago. To do that, I've got my spreadsheet with all my product information, my batch numbers, added that to my Shopify products. So when orders come in, I can print a packing slip that has the batch number, the SKU number, everything I need. So it's not actually that scary. It's taken me a few hours to set up, but now it's set up. And I just need to keep on top of, when I order a new set of pins, that'll be the next batch, and I'll update my spreadsheet and update Shopify, and that it'll just update. So please don't be scared by it. Please don't. So I'm going to do a test of my labels here, and I'm going to send it across to them to just be like, this is what it's going to look like. Are you happy? And they will give me the sign off and I'll be good to go. I'll just then need to turn shipping back on and add my Pinchanted listings back on, but make them only available to people in the EU. And I'm going to update Etsy, Fair, all the things with all that information. And yeah, I think I'm done. Oh my God. I'm telling you now, I've put it off for 6 months and I didn't need to put it off for 6 months. So yeah, I'm going to work my way through my list and then I will be back with you to show you how it looks, like how my packaging is going to look. We'll do a dummy run and check it all looks good. Right, we're a little bit further into the day. It's 11:30 and I think I'm done. I've sent everything over to them and they're gonna give me the thumbs up whether I'm good to go, but I feel good. Yeah. So let me show you how I've updated my packaging. Now, I'm not saying that I'm an expert in this. They could come back to me and say, nope, that's wrong. But reading the guidance, the limited guidance we've been given, I feel like I've ticked all the boxes that I can tick. So let me show you. So I've created a dummy order on Shopify. This is a picture of what I've sent to them. So if you're worried about like having to change all of your packaging to do these labels, I'm not changing anything on my packaging, okay? This is what the extra bit is. So I've created this is just a dummy label, but I've also shown that like if it's going to the EU, it'll have the label, it'll have the customs form that will be filled in. And then I've added 2 stickers, one with my information and one with my EU responsible person information. This has all been given to me. So I've just made a label, printed them off, and I've printed a load of them. So if they're okay, then I'm good to go. And then I've decided that every EU order will have this printout. And I've had to code this to tweak it, but basically it has obviously their information, which isn't real, so don't worry. And the products now have a SKU number and a batch number. So the batch number, I've had to add this into like a meta field. It's very complicated. I don't want it to be complicated. If you need to know like how I've done that, like ask below and I'll maybe do a separate video. But basically I've set up batches. So the batch number is like the date that I got it made. And that's all tracked on a spreadsheet. And then I've had to code it so that it prints out onto this packing sheet. I've also got a paragraph underneath with my GPSR information that has been supplied to me, and also warnings. So the only kind of warning that I have for all of my products is the fact that it's not a toy, it's decorative for stationary use only, and I've translated that into all the different languages and I've just added it to the bottom, and I feel like that, in the order, does everything that I've been asked for. So I think the biggest thing that people are scared of is this idea of having to redo all your packaging, make all these labels up. I'm not going to do that. I feel like having a printout document that has all the information that that customer needs is enough, and I've set that up on Shopify now so that when that order comes in, I just hit print and it's going to make that for me, and I can add the stickers. The other thing that I think people are getting confused about is this idea of manufacturers. Listing all your manufacturers, where are you going to come up with that information? After doing all of this, what has been made clear to me, we are the manufacturer. Yes, I get pins made in China, but that's not the information. I am designing the products and having them made under Emily Harvey Art, and I'm selling them as Emily Harvey Art. I am a manufacturer, okay? I'll put on screen, like, that's not me coming up with that, that's the guidance. So I think people are getting confused that, you know, if you've got 100 different products and things, like listing the manufacturer of each one and all the labels, no, that's not what needs to happen. I am the manufacturer and I just need to put my information on there. It's different if you're selling other people's stuff. So like if I was selling another small business's stuff in their name, then that's where it gets a bit different. But yeah, what I suggest you do, if you are thinking of doing this, firstly look at your numbers. Does it make sense for you? I looked at how much I sold in the EU last year. It is crazy for me not to do this. It's worth it. So yes, the upfront cost, you might think, oh God, that's so much money. If you made more than that in the EU last year, then it's worth doing for you. I just think, look at your numbers. For me, it's worth doing. Reach out to, you know, the different companies and just chat to them and see what you need to do. But if they come back to me now and say, yep, you're good to go, it took me about 6 or 7 hours to do it all. Now, granted, my items are very low risk. We're talking about getting a paper cut, you know what I mean? So it will be harder for different people, and I actually have not many products. Like, I do have a lot of things, but a lot of it is pins. Like, I've got 50 pins, but that's, once you've done one pin, you've done them all. So yeah, I've set shipping back up for EU. I've added all the pages that I need to on my website. I've updated my Etsy. I've added all the things that I need to add. I'm just waiting for the thumbs up from these guys, and I'm going to keep checking my emails and hope and pray it comes very soon. Now, the only other thing that's not going to work like I wanted it to is on Shopify, you can turn products on so that only certain countries can see that product. So I was going to turn on Pinchanted and just have EU and Northern Ireland be able to see it, so that I don't have to kind of filter out and just let them shop. I can turn it on so just the EU can see it, which is wonderful. However, Northern Ireland is part of the UK on Shopify, and it won't let you take them out and put them in their own market. So that does mean that my Northern Ireland customers have been able to shop, even though I've said like can't shop, they have been able to. So I don't know what to do. I think I might just do that so the EU can see it, and just sort of say, if you're in Northern Ireland and you want to shop, message me. It's a bit clunky and a bit messy, I don't really like that. But I worry if I put Pinchanted up for everybody and I've got a limited amount of each pin, if everybody starts buying, then again the EU have missed out. So I'm still feeling good and I'm still hydrated, so that's good. That is potentially the end of EU GPSR chat. If you've got any questions, just remember I'm not an expert. Just remember that I'm still trying to figure it out too. Remember that I don't want to be doing this. I'm not advocating for it, I hate it, but I want to sell to the EU, so I've got to do it. And I've done it. So send me any messages. And maybe we'll do another video. Okay, right. It's now 20 to 12. I think what I'm going to do while the sun's out, I'm going to film my content for my pin that's going up tomorrow. So the reel get the listing ready and do all that fun stuff. And then I'm gonna have some lunch. It's a little bit later now. It's nearly 6 p.m. I've heard back from them to say everything's looking good. They still need somebody to just double check my technical file and everything. I've confirmed that everything on my website's looking good. I've ticked every box basically, and there's nothing stopping me from opening EU shipping. It even says on their website, like the thing they sent me, that you don't necessarily need to wait for a full technical file review to start selling again, as long as your products are compliant with EU regulations, and I believe they are. So I am going to get EU shipping open and tell everyone about it. I'm not actually going to post anything out. Obviously Pinchanted, the next pin goes on sale tomorrow, so I'm not sending anything out. It's 6 p.m. now, so if I do need to make any slight changes to the labels tomorrow before I send them out, I can do that, that's fine. But I want to open it up now, the day before Pinchanted launch, so I'm not having to do everything, and I don't want to blindside people who haven't been able to shop for 7 months and just assuming they won't be able to get the next one. I want them to be prepared that tomorrow they will be able to shop, which is so exciting. So I've just updated the website. I've just like changed my banner at the top, and Pinchanted is there for EU customers and UK customers because I can't switch off. I've got a email ready to send, and I'm just going to quickly go live on Instagram. I was going to do a reel, but I feel like going live and then sharing that live is probably a better way to do it, and I can explain more how it's going to work. Let me do that, and then maybe I'll check in with you in a few hours, but then I will be back tomorrow because tomorrow is Pinchanted Pin 7 launch day, and it's going to be even more exciting knowing that everybody can shop it, so I'm so giddy. Hi, happy 1st of July. The day's here. Oh my days. It's 1:45 and I feel like I've just not stopped since I woke up this morning. I did the school run and then I had to pop into town to go and grab some skincare. Grab myself some books. Are we here for book chat? I'll tell you about those in a minute. And I have filmed my reveal reel. I'll put it on the screen, and I've uploaded that and it's gone very well. The feedback is amazing. I don't know why, but I feel like we're already going into the kind of summer quietness. June's pin did really well, but I was still left with some pins at the end of the month, which I'm absolutely fine with now, like doesn't matter to me, because I know they'll sell by the end of the year, so yeah, I don't know. So I'm a bit like, oh, is tonight going to be quiet? It's Tuesday. I feel like the past few launches have been at the weekend. And so, yeah, I'm just kind of not sure. But posting that reel has made me realise that, no, people are excited and hopefully it's going to go really well, especially with EU opened. So I got 3 orders last night, which is really great. Lots of people are waiting for tonight, obviously, to order. But yeah, like people being able to get, like Danny, if you're watching this, she got all of the Pinchanted pins. I have sent her a free shipping code so she can get the one tonight and I can add it. But yeah, it's good, it's good. And you know one thing? Those 3 orders that came in paid for the EU responsible person for the year. So if you're not doing it because of cost, like maybe opening it up will get you those orders that will then pay for it. Does that make sense? So what I'm doing right now, I've just been on a live with Ripley. I always miss the eHearts pods they do every month because I normally work on a Tuesday in my office job, but with it being the 1st, I've decided to not go in today and I'll go in later in the week. So I jumped on there and I was just going to jump on for 10 minutes and chat, but I ended up being on for over an hour, so that was great. I've just filmed my Patreon content video, which I need to quickly edit and upload, so I'm going to do that now. I've just taken pictures of the pin. Again, I'll put them on the screen, and I need to make the listing, which is easy because I just duplicate the listing. And so it's 10:01 and I'm nearly kind of ready. So that's nice. I need to send off a colouring book page to an event I'm going to. It was due today. I haven't worked on it because I'm rubbish. I'm going to work on that, put a film on, and just have like an afternoon of drawing before tonight's launch. So yeah, that's good. The dog is fast asleep. Can you hear him? My little snooze ball. Do you want to see what books I bought? I've booked flights to go on holiday. So I'm going on holiday next month. Just to my mother-in-law has a house in Spain, a lovely little house that we go to. It's cheap and cheerful for us and it's gorgeous, and we've decided to go there again. We went in April for a week and just got some flights to go. Like, I really wanted to go to Greece this year, but having a little one and being able to go in the 6-week holidays is so expensive, and so we've decided not to this year and save it for maybe next year. All that to say that I booked flights to Spain and I decided to go and grab some books. When I went in April, I went for a week and I read 4 books in a week. Pretty mental. So I've gone and just bought 4 books. This is What If I Never Get Over You by Paige Toon. I read Seven Summers. I read her book 7 Summers last year and I absolutely loved it. So I decided to grab this one. It says 3 days to fall in love, 6 years to try to forget. Seems like a nice read, and I like it. I like it a lot. So that's the first one. I then picked up an Ali Hazelwood book. I read, what did I read? What's it called? Deep End. I read Deep End in April when I went away, and I saw a few people share this, so we've grabbed it. Problematic Summer Romance. Sounds perfect. So I'm going to take that with me. I grabbed this mainly because of the cover. I don't know. It's a cattle ranch book. I'm worried that it's not the first in a series. Oh no, is it? I maybe need to check. Oh, can someone tell me? Have I bought the first in a series, or have I bought like book 3? Anyway, it's gonna be kind of I'm assuming like your Elsie Silver cowboy romance. We'll see. Maybe I bought book 3. And then I've been seeing this book and I really like the cover, so I wanted to grab it. First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. A romance lovely book. So those are my 4 for my holiday. Potentially need to figure out if I've bought the wrong one. But if you have any suggestions of books that you think I would like, please let me know. I love a summer romance, nice, easy book. Nothing too heavy, and something I can devour in a day by the pool. You know, one of those books. So that's what I've done there. Filmed my reel, done all my things. So yeah, I'm going to edit my Patreon content video, so that's done, upload it. I'm going to upload my discount codes. I am then going to work on my colouring book that I need to do, plan a wallpaper for Patreon. I don't need to upload that for a few days, but I need to just kind of plan what I'm going to do. I'll be back with you when we're nearly ready to launch. Oh hi, it's that time again. It feels really repetitive doing this. Will you just let me know in the comments if you're still watching right now, because I know this video's been long. If you still enjoy seeing this. I obviously, well, this is my business, I love doing this, but I wonder is it getting a bit repetitive? But I wonder if I stop doing this and stop filming, will people be sad? I don't know. Anyway, it's 5:56. I am hoping and praying that I've done everything that I need to do. The email's ready to go. I've got 14 people on the website right now. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling good about this one. Like I think we're gonna be good. The comments on Instagram have been amazing today, so we'll just see, shall we? Do I do a final check of the website, or do we just trust that I'm 7 months into this and I know what I'm doing? What I'm really excited about is seeing how many European customers. Looking at the world map right now, I don't have any European customers on the website. Lots in the UK, lots in America. 6 active carts right now, which tells me that people are adding other bits, which is very exciting to me. I've already decided we're going to go out for tea, and that's going to be our new little tradition on a Pinchanted launch night, is we go and grab some food. Nowhere special, we're just gonna cheap and cheerful, but nice to have a little tradition, you know. I feel like battery's gonna go on this camera, so I'm just gonna change it now while we're 2 minutes to go. Right, we're back. Set up, the dog's coming. He's currently making a bed for himself, so we're just gonna let him do that. Oh my god, 1 minute to go. Why do I feel sick every time? This feeling will never ever ever go away. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. People can add to cart. It's worked. No idea if the email's gone out. We're gonna just hope and pray that it has. And let's see if this works. Okay, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. What just happened? That was wild. I have no idea how many orders I have. 20 orders? 20 orders in the first minute. Two minutes in. Oh my god. That's the fastest ever, right? Maybe I need to look back on old vlogs. But 3 minutes in? 3 minutes? 40 orders in 3 minutes? I am a little... Even this can't even keep up. This is saying 34 orders. Which isn't right. It's 42. Wow. Thank you so much. I can also tell you that there's 40 people on my website right now. Insane. Okay, it's jumped up to 39 orders now. That's still not right. I'm going off that. I feel like that's right. So that was the first 5 minutes. 43 pins in 5 minutes. Wow. That's a third of them nearly in 5 minutes. Just thank you so much. And relax. We can relax a little bit now. I am very excited to see if any EU customers have purchased. Do they even know they can purchase? One. So there's potentially lots more people. If you're watching this vlog and you're in the EU and you didn't realise you can shop with me now, you can. Please do. Oh my god, it's gonna get to 50 in less than 10 minutes. I don't like to share monetary amounts. I don't know why. Because I don't know. But I am gonna be proud of myself and say in the first 7 minutes I've made £1,000. One is extremely exciting because already that's paid for the next pin. You know, that's all I'm thinking about is pay for the next pin. Can I pay for the next pin and keep this going? And we've done that in the first 7 minutes. So like, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. There's still 25 people on the website, so... Oh wow, someone's just ordered 10 items. Who was that? Irina! Oh, it's an EU order! Oh, it's an EU order, so they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Pinchanted pins, wow. Not to get too excited, but next month's pin, it's gonna be mad. It's gonna be absolutely mad. I can't believe I'm saying this, but after 10 minutes I think I'm gonna, it's kind of gone quiet, but that's, I mean, 10 minutes. Oh my god. They're still coming in. Still coming in. I'm gonna go and go out for a meal with my husband and my son and to celebrate, like, thank you very much for once again all your love on a Pinchanted pin. I can't believe this is pin number 7 and we're over halfway through the year. My heart is very, 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 very full. I'm gonna come back to you probably tomorrow and tell you how the rest of the night went and wrap up the vlog and tell you a few more things about the EU shipping things and my thoughts on it. But yeah, just thank you so much again. I love you. Good morning, we're now on Thursday. How are we? Today's the 3rd of July. It's been 2 days since I've spoken to you. Yesterday I was in my office job for like 10 hours, so by the time I got home I was exhausted, but I just want to let you know that it's gone amazing. My counter says 124. I think 125 pins have sold, which means I have 25 left. And I can't stop smiling. Just thank you everybody. The backing cards are coming today so I can start sending them out. So I feel really good. Just unboxed a restock of my pin banners. So I get Ellen from Sew and Inspire. I'll tag her. She's incredible. She makes my pin banners for me, and we sold out of the small ones, so I had to order some more, which I have done, and those have just arrived. However, I opened it up and it says, Emily, I've made you a little extra something from the offcuts to hopefully brighten your day, as I know you haven't been well. Hope you like it. Look after yourself. Look what she has made me from the material. A tote bag that says, Dare to Dream Big. Oh my god, I am so excited. Should I ask Ellen to make some tote bags? Ellen, if you're watching this, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you wanted to design a bag with me, I mean, thank you so much. I'm actually going to London next week for an event, so I think I might have to take this on a little spin. Thank you so, so much. So that's that. I've also had some deliveries, which I'm very excited to share with you because they're from gorgeous people. So the first one is a Kickstarter from my gorgeous friend, Bex. A new journal. And it's giving, I messaged Bex and I was like, it's giving Princess and the Frog. Does anyone else get Tiana vibes from this? Which is just everything to me. And a lovely sticker and a lovely little thank you. I actually got one of Bex's journals last time, which was this one, so I have 2 now. I'm not sure if she has these on sale yet. She's coming to Stationery Fest, so I'm assuming she'll have some at Stationery Fest, but I mean, it's absolutely stunning, so get one now. That's the first thing. The second thing I have is by Beef Paste Designs, who is Louisa, who is a huge supporter of me and has released her first enamel pin, so of course I had to grab one. This is Louisa. What has she put in here? Oh my gosh, she's put a refresher in. Oh, I'll open that in a minute. She's also put other things in. Setting clear boundaries is an act of self-love. I love that. Nobody supports you more than a stranger on the internet from behind their screen. That is so true of Louisa for me. She is a superstar. This says, Emily, I'd like you to gift this pin to someone who you feel needs reminding of this. She's given me an extra one. I'm going to show you this pin and I will gift it to somebody. She's also put a card in and it says, to the magical Emily. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my god. I'm not going to read that note because it's very personal, but that is beautiful. I will treasure that forever and ever. I have so many letters, as you know, but I have this lovely book that my Patreon community made for me a couple of years ago now, and it is filled with letters. And I won't lie to you, I've struggled to read this, and I feel like this is one of those that I will, when I'm old and grey and looking back on life, I'll read this, and I'm going to put Louisa's note in there so I always have it, and I am going to read that. I am going to read it, I promise I'm going to devour it. Right, let me show you this gorgeous pin. You're doing much better than you think. How stunning is that? Someone very close to me in my life is having a hard time and I'm going to give her this. So thank you very, very, very much, Louisa. And thank you everybody for like just being lovely, just being genuinely lovely. I think I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here because it's been a long one. I just wanted to give you an update on the EU shipping thing. They came back to me and said that everything looks great. So everything I've shown you is good. So that's fine. Only thing they've suggested as an improvement would be to, where I've put the warning label on the packing slip thing, is to have a diagram. So for me, it's the kind of child symbol with like a cross through it, if that makes sense. They've just said something visual like that would just improve this. So I am going to do that. I've asked them if it needs to be on the product or if it can be on that packing slip. They've said either is fine. So I've ordered a load of circular thermal labels, white. I'm just going to kind of make a label, print a load off and just stick it on. I can't, like I said, I had to code that packing slip to add all the extra bits and I won't be able to add an image. I just know I won't. So I'm going to just stick the sticker on there. And yeah, so just to let you know, it's been a very simple process for me and it's already paid for itself in the orders that have come through. Thank you so much if you ordered from the EU. And yeah, so I'm thrilled, I'm really happy. I will tell you now that the technical file that I've done, the spreadsheet, they've told me it'll take 2 weeks for the full review to come back, but they've told me that on first inspections it looks really good and I can send to the EU and not have to wait. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching this vlog. I will see you next week for another one. Did you hear what I said then? I'm going to try and do a vlog next week. I'm not going to leave it another month because July's mental. So let's just try and film every week and put a video up every week in July. That would be great. If you're not subscribed already, please would you subscribe? It would mean the world. And can you like the video? I never ask, but it would just, again, it would mean the world if you like this video, if you could just put a cheeky thumbs up for me. If you have any questions about EU shipping, leave them in the comments below, and if I have enough questions, I will film a separate video. If you want to get the carriage pin right now, as of filming this video, I have 25 left. I'll leave them in the comments below. Please grab one. Please, please, please grab one. It would mean the world. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.